Let's do my makeup while I talk about things that I started doing because of my fiance. I saw Lexi do this video and I thought it was such a cute idea, and I was like, I want to do that too. Because I genuinely think this man has changed me in ways that I could never have imagined, and it's all like for the better. Number one, I eat protein with every meal. I think this is kind of a funny one, but if you have ever dated a guy who is dedicated to the gym or just fitness, honestly, a lot of guys in general, they know about protein. And I think it's so funny because for some reason girls, like, we just don't want to eat protein. Like, I was a buttered noodles with Parmesan cheese type girl every single night, and now I eat my protein and I actually care about like the grams in protein, and it makes you feel so much better to actually just have fuel for your body. The audio cut out on this part, so I'll just refilm it. Anyways, I learned how to stand up for myself and to put boundaries down as a chronic people pleaser growing up. I really just wanted to make sure that everyone around me was happy, and I was gonna do anything and everything, even if it was stuff that was way out of my comfort zone or way out of my boundaries, or I was stretching myself thin and I was exhausted. I was going to do whatever it took to make sure that they were okay. And I always put myself last every single time. And I do think that there is benefits to putting other people before you, but when it's 24/7, it is going to weigh on your heart and on your soul and just on your mental well-being. And I think Brady was kind of picking up on that. And he's like, hey, it's okay to say no. It's actually okay to not want to do something and tell people, or hey, this is my boundary. And it's okay to have boundaries. People will respect them if they know what they are. And if they don't respect them, then don't have that friend. And that's okay to burn bridges with friends who don't respect you. And I just always was like, that's a crazy concept. That's weird. But he always just taught me how to stand up for myself. Also, he would stand up for me, which made me want to stand up for myself even more. Kind of piggybacking off of that, I don't care what other people think about me. Like, I care about the people I care about, like I care about their opinions, but even in the same way, especially with this as my job, I think it's really easy to get caught up in the comments and negative comments or positive comments and constantly be judging your worth based off of what like other people's opinions are. But I thought it was really interesting because another thing Brady kind of mentioned was you can't control other people's perception of you. You can only control your reaction to that perception. And I think that's really powerful once you realize it, because if somebody says something mean to me, I'm like, okay, that's your opinion of it. And if I know I haven't done anything wrong, or like I'm just being myself, then it's just kind of like, why would you care about other people's opinions? And again, you can only control your like your reaction to their perception. You can never control what someone thinks about you, which again, as a people pleaser, is like a really hard concept to get your head around, because you just want to make sure everyone likes you at all times. But it's totally okay if people don't like you. People are going to love you. People are going to hate you. They're going to admire you. They're going to shame you. And either way, it's like, people who matter, matter. People who don't. Is not the way you say that phrase. What is the way you say that phrase? People who matter don't care, and the people who care don't matter. That's what I'm trying to say. I go to the gym now consistently, and that is not like a, oh my goodness, he made you care about, like, no. Before you go commenting anything like that, I go to the gym because I see how disciplined he is with just moving his body in general. Also, we talk on a daily basis about our future and like future children, future family, grandparents. And I recently lost my grandfather, and it was really hard, but at the same time, it made us realize that we want to be around as long as possible. He has an amazing relationship with his grandparents, and so do I. And it just, like, we want to be here for as long as possible, and we want to be the healthiest versions of ourselves for as long as possible. So like, we want to be moving our bodies, but we want to enjoy moving our bodies. And seeing how much he enjoys going to the gym or going on a walk or wanting to go on a hike, literally any sort, like pickleball, anything, it's made me realize, like, I want to care about my body. I want to care about my future of my body, and I want to take care of it. Hence why I'm like the protein and moving your body on a daily basis and just being disciplined. And I don't think that discipline for yourself is a bad thing. I wake surf now, which is actually really cool. Never thought that was going to be in the bingo card for me, but I wake surf now, and dare I say it, I actually may like the lake better than the beach now, which is saying a lot because I'm a beach girl through and through, but I do really like the lake. I'm a Bengals fan now. That one was so not planned. I'm here now, though. I actually kind of enjoy football, and I do love my Bengals. And if you have anything bad to say about that, you can't say anything worse than the fan base already says about ourselves, okay? And I actually really like watching football now, which is kind of crazy because I hated it before we started dating. But now I just get really excited, and it's super fun to be a part of another like random little community. I think that's why I like it so much, is because it is kind of like a community thing. I invest. Okay. I'm like a stock bro now. I can't handle this. Anyways, I invest now. Before we started dating, I didn't even know what a stock was. I really didn't. I could not have told you. I think my best understanding of what a stock was from Captain America. And that was bonds. That wasn't even stocks. Anyways, Brady has taught me so much about just financial awareness and security in finances, and that basically just like money can really construct the future of your life, and you can do so much, if not the most, when you're younger rather than when you're older. And I've just found a lot of enjoyment, honestly, with finances, and just kind of knowing that my money is working for me, even if it doesn't feel like it. Like, there's so many things you can do from a young age that can make your money work for you rather than just sitting in a bank all the time. And now I'm one of those people that's like, if your money's not working for you, then what is it doing? And I hate that, but at the same time, it makes so much sense. I call people on my phone now. I was a chronic texter. Like, I, for some reason, really didn't want to call anyone, especially not a restaurant or like my doctor's office or even any of my friends. And I should call people just to like catch up with them now. I call people now, which I didn't really think was going to be a thing, but he calls everyone. Even if it is a 2-second question, like, hey, are you home? He's gonna call rather than text, and I kind of love that, and now I've adopted that. Genuinely, it's just so much quicker of a process. I don't know why I was so scared to call everyone in the first place. This one's kind of a hard one to explain. I don't tear myself down as much, but I also don't baby myself as much. I don't know if that makes sense. He has a lot of discipline, and also like he's gonna call me out on bullshit, which I want him to do, because I also do that for him. But I want to be the best version of myself and always be growing and just becoming even better and better and better of a version, because I think that's kind of the point of the human life, is just to create those bonds, create connections, but at the same time be bettering yourself and doing everything you can just to be the best version that you can be. Anyways, I do that, but at the same time, I've been a lot nicer to myself. Like, I'm not harassing myself. I give myself compliments, and I think it's just a matter of seeing how much he can love me no matter what's going on. Even if we're arguing, he still is being so compassionate and loving with me, and it's just made me realize, like, I need to be loving to myself. He sees all the bad parts of me that I may not even know are there. Like, he sees me through and through, and he still chooses to love me no matter what. And I'm like, why can't I do that for myself? Like, why am I so mean to myself when this person knows everything there is to know, and he loves me no matter what? And he's choosing to be here. Like, I'm stuck in this body and I can't even do that, but he's choosing to be here and choosing to do that, if that makes sense. Anyways, I just wanted to come on here and say some of those things because I love him so dearly, and I just kind of want to appreciate him in this post, and as well as say that like being in a relationship is something that's so personal, but I don't know, I think that they are supposed to make you a better person, and I think that is an undeniable fact. They take you as you are, but they are wanting to help you become the best version of yourself, as well as you want them to become the best version of themselves, because your relationship is only going to grow the more you know each other, the more you accept each other, and then as well as like the more that you want good for each other and to push each other to be even better in the relationship and just better as people. And I just can't wait to see what else comes from our relationship and how we can just continue to be better versions of ourselves and constantly love each other no matter what happens and the changes that happen. And I think it's something very, very beautiful. And I just admire him. And I wouldn't want to be doing this with literally anyone else.